Hi there, my name is Lo. Welcome to my channel where I discuss everything between Hermes and grocery bags. Today I'm doing a tag video. I've been tagged by the lovely Corinne from the channel Marilux to discuss 5 handbags in my power color. This tag was originally created by Living Life Loud with NJS. Both of these channels with their respective videos will of course be linked down below, so feel free to check them out after you finish watching this video. And of course like and subscribe to their channels. So before we get into the tag today, I just wanted to make one small remark. As my community on YouTube is growing, which is amazing and I still very much appreciate, I am also getting tagged in more videos or to do more videos. By now, as I would say in my professional terms, I've created quite a backlog of tag videos and I don't want to be doing tag videos every week either. So just to say, if you tag me, it's much appreciated. Also definitely keep the tags coming because I do really enjoy doing them. It might just take a little bit of time for me to actually produce them and put them out there. So sorry for keeping all of you waiting. And without further ado, let's jump into the tag. Corinne, in her video, she chose the color black as her power color. And because she already did it, I don't want to do it as well. Well, it would probably be the easiest thing for me to do because most of my bags are black. However, I wouldn't necessarily say that black is my power color, even though I am wearing it again today and probably should have worn a clean shirt anyway. If you've been following me for a bit longer, and also if you follow me on Instagram, you may have noticed that besides all of those black handbags, I am kind of a neutrals girl. I think I just tend to gravitate towards black handbags because they do go very easily with all of the neutrals that I'm wearing, which are also mostly on the darker side. Black, dark gray, navy, but really most of my wardrobe is neutral nowadays. So I decided to switch that up about 2 years ago. I wanted to go a bit more towards a capsule wardrobe concept. So if you know me, you know I'm definitely not a minimalist. I definitely didn't want to bring it down to 30 items of clothing or anything, but I did want to make it easier for myself to just grab things out of my wardrobe and not have to worry about combining them and having like these very specific sets. So now a couple of years in of doing that, I think I might have to reconsider it a little bit, because having all neutrals is great, but as I'm investigating more what kind of color type I actually am, or what kind of season or palette or whatever you want to call it, it seems to me that I'm most likely a dark winter, which means that actually more cooler tones, vibrant types of color are my thing. And it is something that I do notice when wearing more bright colors, that it actually suits me quite well. But now I have this full neutrals wardrobe, also with quite a lot of more white, beige types of colors. So with the knowledge I have today, I'm not really sure if it's actually doing me justice quite a lot. But as happens more often, I am just rambling and you came here to see some bags. So for today I've decided that my power color is going to be neutrals, and the 5 bags that I am going to show you are bags in neutral colors, but more particularly they're not per se my favorite bags, but they are bags that I absolutely wanted to have in that particular neutral color, and not so much in black or another neutral or a more popping type of color that they may also have been available in. So let's get started. The first bag I want to talk about, and I just zoomed out a little bit, is my Christian Louboutin tote. I don't actually recall what the color of this bag is called, but it is sort of in between a pink and a beige. Of course, being this bag, it has this tremendous pop of color on the bottom. It also has this tremendous amount of color on the inside, but on the outside is just this beautiful neutral shade of pinky beige or beigey pink. I think the other variant, or at least the most known other variant that this bag comes in, is just black, which is also still nice. But I just found that this combination between the pink and the red was perfect, and it also just makes it a bit more interesting. I think in the black it's very edgy, also because it has these studs. In this color it just seemed a bit more neutral, a bit more feminine, if you will. I'm not really sure, I just really like this color, and you may find in this video that I'm just gonna say I like this color, and otherwise I am not really going to have a very good reasoning for choosing that particular color for that bag. But this is really gorgeous. I've reviewed this bag before. I absolutely love the quality of it. The leather is so sturdy. It is just beautifully crafted. The only thing that kind of annoys me is the straps on this, particularly the strap length. I can wear it over the shoulder. It is just more comfortable handheld or crook of the arm, but it really is a beautiful tote in a beautiful color. From here on out, I'm only going to discuss smaller bags, so I have again zoomed in a little bit. Second up is the MCM Anna bag or Anna tote. This is also sometimes known as the Tracy. I don't really know why. I have actually filmed a review of this. It's been scheduled for a very long time by now, because this is one of those videos that can easily be postponed. However, if you do like to see it sometime soon, let me know and I will just schedule it a bit more up ahead. It is this very cute sort of Elma BB vibe of bag. It is a very structured, and I absolutely love the color on this. It also comes, I think, in black and in red and in brown, and they also have it with the MCM canvas, like all the way or partially, but I needed to have it in this color, and otherwise I was just not interested in it at all. This blue is more on the purpley side, I think because it has the sort of oxblood color glazing on it that also aids, I think, to this color being more on the purpley side of things. I do have to say, because of that, I have been finding it a bit more difficult to combine with my wardrobe, but I absolutely love the color of this. It's a very well crafted bag. It has very cute details, like this little strap keeping the handles together, this front compartment. Well, in any case, the review will be coming up at some point in time and I will tell you more about this bag, but stunning blue, neutral, if you ask me. Then we are going to stick with blue and we are going to talk about the Marc Jacobs J-Mark bag. This has also been reviewed before, and this was also just a bag that I needed to absolutely have in this color, or I was not interested at all. I do have to say I'm coming back from that a little bit, because they have by now come out with some other very gorgeous colors, also more of like a teal. I won't be purchasing that because that is definitely too bright, and I know I will just be reaching mostly for this one, but they do this bag in so many fun colors and materials and like a quilted leather nowadays. So if you're looking for a very versatile type of flat bag, this is definitely one to look into. This is, by the way, the larger size. They also come one size down. So this bag can be worn as a clutch, as you can see. It, however, also comes with this guitar strap. I never wear this one because I don't like the white, but I have a guitar strap that is actually in a very similar color as the bag, which I do use quite often. And then it also comes with this chain strap, which is more of like a shoulder length that you can attach to the bag. So you can wear it over the shoulder, crossbody, or as a clutch. And because you have the option between the chain and the guitar strap, you can also dress it up, dress it down. It is just very multifunctional, holds all of my essentials. I do have to say it doesn't have a lot of depth to it, so you do have to play a bit of Tetris in this bag. Also has a front compartment, has a back compartment for those of you who love the back compartments, that is actually wide enough to fit a phone. So has everything you may possibly like in a flat bag, but I mostly just fell for the color. If this would have been black, for example, I just wouldn't have been all that interested. But this sort of grayish blue is just really gorgeous and it goes with a lot. Then next up, we're moving on to brown or brownish colors, and I wanted to discuss my ABC Grace bag in the mini size. This is in this beautiful caramel type of color. I also have the regular sized APC bag that is in the color Vino. So what I have with this color is that I love it. However, I do feel that it is quite intense on a big bag. So I really wanted to have this color, but it needed to be on either the small or on the mini ABC. So eventually this popped up for a very good price and I just had to snatch it up. Even though this is a very structured bag and it's also a fairly small bag, I do find myself reaching for it, at least when it's dry, because I don't want to take this out in the rain, because I do find that it goes with so many things. And if you're also just wearing a darker outfit with this color, this bag really draws quite a lot of attention. I have complained and I will keep on complaining about the strap, because I do find it's really important that you realize this before you buy this bag. I really like wearing this as a crossbody bag, but I found that only with the 2 settings that the strap has, for me it was not a very comfortable crossbody bag. So I decided to go a bit crazy, punch a couple of additional holes in the strap and just make it crossbody for myself. Ever since, I have really been loving it, but if I would have been reluctant to put the additional holes in, then I probably wouldn't have liked it all that much. Also, as you can possibly already see here, the strap is just not of very great quality in that sense. So the leather on this wrinkles a lot, perhaps also because the strap is just very structured, and if you are moving the adjustments on the strap, it is just not really getting any better. The strap also cannot come off, so storing this bag is kind of a nightmare. If you want to set it on a shelf, then that's just not going to be ideal. I just hang it from a rack in my walk-in closet. But these bags are, I think, the only bags that I really need to hang because the strap is so annoying. There's the Loewe hammock bag that I hang because I'm kind of scared that it won't hold its structure if it's being set on the ground. And then there's my J.W. Anderson Pierce bags that I hang because they cannot really stand up on their own if they were empty. But these bags are so structured and so wide that they could technically perfectly stand up on their own. I just would have no idea what I would need to do with all of this strap. So sorry to keep on complaining about that. But I know this bag is super popular. My video on this bag has gotten a lot of views. So I can only say with this one, buyer beware. But the color on this is absolutely stunning and I love it. And then last up, how could I not discuss this, is my Marc Jacobs, the tote bag in the mini size, I think they call it nowadays. This used to be the micro, but Marc Jacobs has this a very annoying tendency of changing the size names on their tote bags. So now this is just the mini. This is in the color Argan Oil. This was my latest addition to my Marc Jacobs, the tote bag family. Since then they did come out with the nano size, which is more of like a bag charm, I suppose. So perhaps at some point in time, if it comes up for a good price, I might snatch one up. One of the issues I have with it is that out of the 4 colors that they have, I think 3 of them have silver hardware and all of my Marc Jacobs tote bags have gold hardware. So the only one that has the gold hardware is the black one, and in that sense the black one is perhaps also the least cute one. I think that one would really be nice to have in a pop of color, but knowing Marc Jacobs, they'll probably release them in other colors as well. For this color I also had to wait a little bit. I think this was only in sort of their second release of colors, which is interesting because I think this is one of the colors that they did have from the beginning. So before I got this one, I did get 3 other Marc Jacobs tote bags in other colors, but that's also exactly the reason why I wanted to wait for the Argan Oil to come out for this mini size, because this was a color that I absolutely still wanted to have in my collection. However, this is also again a color that I don't really want to have a very big bag of, if that makes sense. Now I can ask you if it makes sense, but I already know it doesn't make sense. This is just something in my head. I don't do well with very big tanned colored bags. I think one way or the other they draw too much attention. I think with very big totes I tend to go for, well, either something that is like very neutral. My bigger Marc Jacobs tote bags, those are also in the twine, which is a beige color, and the large one I have in black, which I think is gorgeous, but I just wouldn't want to have that size of bag in this color. So for me, having this richness of this tan, of this Argan Oil in this size of bag is just perfect. As you can see by now, I have dressed it up with a little bag scarf and I've absolutely been loving this bag. I've been loving it like all of the other Marc Jacobs, the tote bags. It has all the benefits of the durability, the quality of the leather, having a zipper on top, being super spacious for the dimensions that it has. And for me, this is just a really great size. I'm just really thrilled to have this in my collection, and I wouldn't be surprised if this turns out to be one of my most used bags of the year, or at least most likely my most used non-black bag. So here we have the full lineup of bags in neutral colors that I just didn't want to have in any other color. Let me know what your power color is down below, and of course I'm also going to tag some people to do this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Remember, for now there's a styling, a situation and a taste for everything, so don't judge, wear whatever the bag you like. Until next time, or as we would say in Dutch, doei!